What's up, guys? UC here. Welcome back to Unqualified Critics as always. What I'm covering today is the At Games Legends Gamer Pro. So I did a community post on this last week that'd be going for sale at HSN. It is for sale now, 300 bucks. By the way, it never escapes me the irony that a bunch of us guys that are into gaming and whatever, we're all shopping now at the same place where soccer moms buy stuff for their families, be it HSN or QVC. Kind of funny. But I bet this is good for these retailers because it's picking up a whole new demographic. I don't know how many people are buying this stuff for their kids, maybe more of them than I think. But I really think this is more of a kind of toy or game that you're going to want if you're a little bit older so that you have some nostalgia for this stuff. Anyway, the update is the Legends Gamer Pro will support local pinball play, as well as all the streaming options that are out there that you may or may not be interested in. But my guess is you are interested in local play. I know I am. So this, of course, has the pinball kit with the buttons on either side for flippers, and I think the secondary buttons are for tilt. But you will get 5 Gottlieb tables to play here, and one of those is going to be Rescue 911. So I'll put some footage up that At Games has provided of Rescue 911 play, and this is being played in the background. In this video, what we're showing you is a vertical screen orientation. To me, that is very curious. I always thought that was odd when I saw on the spec sheet that the Legends Gamers and Gamer Pro are going to support vertical gameplay. Always nice to have more options, and I think these are running the same guts as a lot of their other products, which might support vertical screens too. So I guess it makes sense just to have a standard feature set across all these different Legends products. Why I think it's kind of weird. So if you're going to get the Legends Gamer Pro, you're probably getting this in lieu of dedicated hardware. What do I mean by that? Well, maybe you don't have room for a full arcade machine, so you're going to buy this and hook it up to your existing television and kind of kill two birds with one stone. One, it costs less, but two, it's reusing your existing TV or monitor, so it's just taking up a lot less room. This is something you could put on your coffee table, for example. Well, how many of us have televisions which are vertically oriented? Probably none of us. So it'd be a matter of having a secondary monitor dedicated for use with this and vertical layout. So basically, imagine taking a monitor, putting it on your wall, hooking it up vertically, and then playing this on it. Well, if you've done that, then you've now already set up a dedicated space for it. In which case, why not just get the full hardware? I guess the answer would be at that point because you're maybe saving money. Depends. I mean, you've got to go out and get a monitor on top of spending 300 bucks here. So you can certainly get a monitor for less than 200, which would get you up to that pinball machine price. But any monitor you get for under 200 isn't going to be that nice. And you're missing out on a lot of the other features of, say, the dedicated Legends Pinball. So I don't know if this is meant to hold people over who maybe want the Legends Pinball but can't get a hold of one because they're going to be so hard to find. I'm not really sure. But then finally, of course, I think most people are going to be playing this on their existing TVs, like I mentioned, and that works perfectly fine. So I'm not knocking, having choices. Choices are good. I do question how many people are going to be able to actually use the vertical gameplay, but you can let me know in the comments what you think. Do you plan on buying this? Would you rather get a dedicated pinball and this isn't of interest to you? I'll also tell you, back when I had an apartment, I didn't have a lot of room for dedicated machines, so something like this would have been really nice. And I know a lot of folks are in smaller homes or maybe an apartment or maybe even a studio apartment. This does look pretty cool. And At Games did unveil recently a pedestal which you can set the control panel down into. So if you are hooked up to a television, you've now got a pedestal, so this is up at standing height. You no longer have to play this hunched over your coffee table or kind of awkwardly placed on your lap. So At Games doing a great job giving us choices. I am curious which of these different scenarios make the most sense. I tend to think, again, having this hooked up to your television, not a dedicated space in your house, because if you have room for that, you probably just want the full either arcade cabinet or pinball. But choices are good. The last thing is these 5 pinball tables, and I think they're all Gottlieb tables. I don't have the list in front of me. But these are going to be made available for local play on all other At Games products going forward. And then that'll be after this HSN deal is over. I don't know when the HSN deal ends, but when it does end, we're all going to have access to these tables. Is it going to be delivered over the air for download directly to our hardware, or is it going to be we have to download it from the At Games website onto a USB drive and push it over to our hardware? I'm not sure. Waiting to hear back from At Games on that. But yeah, that's the update on the At Games Gamer Pro. I'll put a link below to HSN if you're interested in looking at it or picking one up. Certainly, it's going to be a lot easier to get than that pinball table this holiday, but I know a lot of you are holding out for the pinball, so if you are, I definitely wish you good luck in being able to pick one of those up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, consider hitting that join button to support the channel, and thanks so much for watching.